The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up on Jersey Sports Zone.
Holy cow.
State champs are crowned in Phillipsburg. We recap the latest group of trailblazers in girls wrestling. It's conference tournament week around the state in boys and girls basketball. On the ice, we visit the winningest coach in New Jersey high school hockey history, who's enjoying his great-grandsons continue the legacy. And the bar has been raised for this week's JSZ Top 10 Plays. We'll help you get your reps for another great week of New Jersey high school sports action.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone. I'm Rich Krampanis. We're in one of the best wrestling cities in the country, Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Coming up later in the show, we'll have a full breakdown of the girls' individual wrestling state championships. But let's get started with a tour around the state. Let's talk some hoops with Jay Cook up in Bergen County.
Thanks, Rich. I'm here at Hackensack High School for the 65th Bergen County Jamboree Final. There was no Jamboree tournament because of COVID last year, but we're making up for lost time this season as two North Jersey superpowers headline the championship game. It's Don Bosco Prep against Bergen Catholic. The Ironmen have scored 2 wins over the Crusaders so far this season. They're going for 3 on Saturday. Sophomore sensation Dylan Harper kickstarts Bosco, who leads Bergen 21-14 after 1. The duo of Will Richardson and Julian Brown is the heartbeat of Bergen Catholic. Richardson dials up from distance. Count it and 1 for Julian Brown. BC goes into the half leading by 3. Terry Copeland is back in the lineup after missing a month. His size was a problem as the Crusaders increase their lead. But this game is tight at the end of 3. Harper beats the buzzer. Bosco trails 50-48. But the Crusaders pull away in the 4th. Brandon Benjamin has been a valuable piece to Bergen this year. He and Copeland cleaned up the boards and brought that Crusaders lead to double digits. Richardson tied for a game-high 21 points as Bergen Catholic wins the Bergen County Jamboree. 71-64 is the final. This is a true statement win in what's been an up-and-down year for the Crusaders.
A lot of people didn't think Bergen Catholic was a top team. You know, from the beginning of the season, we had injuries, we had a lot of stuff we were dealing with, but we stayed the course, we stayed focused. I love these guys. It's my last year. I haven't won a county chip since my freshman year. We're good. We're going to be great. We're going to keep working. The job's not done yet.
You know, of course, we got a lot of work to do. We got to get back in the gym and clean up some stuff, but, you know, right here, this is important right here, and we got the job done. Beating this, they're a good team, so beating them, that's a big win for us, and we finally got the hump off our back and stuff. So now we're going to go back to the drawing board, get better, and, you know, play Bergen Catholic basketball.
Now, from Bergen County, we go down to Delaware with Mike Frankel.
St. John Vianney is the #1 girls basketball team in New Jersey. The Lady Lancers are undefeated and a heavy favorite to win not only a state championship, but a Tournament of Champions crown as well. Before the state playoffs start, SJV wanted to challenge itself. So the Lady Lancers came to Delaware to take on the #1 team in the country, Sidwell Friends of Washington, D.C. First quarter, SJV gets off to a hot start. The Lancers work the ball up the court to Madison St. Rose. The Princeton commit knocks down the 3, and Vianney leads 10-2 early. Sidwell responds with a run of its own. Kendall Dudley to Leah Harmon. Back to Dudley for the bucket, and the Quakers lead 14-10. Time winding down in the first now when Zoe Brooks launches for 3 and drills it. The Lancers trail 20-13 after 1. Second quarter, it's Kiki Rice going to work for Sidwell. Rice, a UCLA commit, she's the number 2 ranked senior in the country, and it's a 38-30 game at the break. It's a 13-point game in the third, but St. Rose is keeping her squad in it. Maddie St. Rose from WNBA range. The Quakers' lead is down to 5 after 3. Fourth quarter, Sidwell quickly pushes its lead back to double digits. Kaya Miller in the corner for 3. Miller knocks it down to make it a 13-point game with under 4 minutes to go. St. Rose continuing to keep Vienna in the ball game. Maddie St. Rose, 3 more of her game-high 28 points. But the Quakers just with too many weapons. Miller, alley-oop to Jaden Donovan. Donovan scores a team-high 21 points as Sidwell Friends wins it. 73-58 your final. The Quakers hand the Lancers their first loss of the season. But St. John Vianney proves it isn't far behind when it comes to national rankings.
We knew what we were coming into. We knew this team was the best team in the country, and we stepped up to the challenge. So I'm just glad that everyone put their heart on the floor.
We had it in a winnable position. We just didn't execute enough down that final stretch, but I thought our kids fought really, really hard.
Back in New Jersey, it was conference championship week. St. Thomas Aquinas got a scare in the GMC girls tournament final at Monroe High. The Trojans dominated the first 3 quarters, building up a 20-point lead against number 7 seed South Brunswick behind freshman Leah Crosby, who had 21 points and 14 boards. The Vikings made a valiant comeback attempt, scoring 29 points in the final quarter. But in the end, St. Thomas Aquinas holds on for a 64-58 win. It's the Trojans' 3rd straight GMC championship. The Somerset County Finals saw one of the best trios in America step up. Nas Cunningham, Denver Anglin, and Mackenzie Mbako of Gill St. Bernard's are must-see.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Thanks to the Knights Pit for the shout-out. The top seed put on a dominant display against Rutgers Prep in the championship game at Montgomery High School. Anglin, on his way to Georgetown, had a 20-point game. Cunningham is the number 1 rated sophomore recruit in the country. He was high-flying with 10. And Mbako showed why he's one of the best juniors in America. He closes out the 3rd quarter in style. Confident ball handler and deadly shooter. Mackenzie Mbako was on a mission. He had 29 points to lead Gill St. Bernard's to an 84-63 win over Rutgers Prep. Coach Mergen Cena and the Knights win their 8th Somerset County title. And coming up this afternoon, the Marlboro Mustangs go for a 16th straight win in the Shore Conference Tournament Boys Championship game at RWJ Barnabas Health Arena in Toms River. Marlboro rallied from a 7-point halftime deficit in the semifinals to get a 45-37 win against CBA. John Spatola, Jay Ratner, and Jack Seidler all had double digits in the victory. The Mustangs are 22-2 on the season and will face 2-time defending champ Manasquan in the championship game at 3 p.m. And the state hockey playoffs are underway throughout the state. Morristown Baird clashed with Seton Hall Prep in the first round of the non-public tournament. And this was a wild game. Owen Waivada delivers a beauty for the Pirates to give them a 5-4 lead in the 3rd period. But 2 goals from Andrew Lowe in the final 5 minutes gives the Crimson a 6-5 win. A fantastic finish. Morristown Baird advances to face Don Bosco Prep in the state quarterfinals this week. To see all of our basketball and hockey coverage from the past week, log on now to JerseySportsZone.com. Time for us to step away. When we come back, New Jersey is at the forefront of the girls wrestling movement. We look back on the 22 state championships in Phillipsburg, plus
all of the top plays from all around the Garden State coming up later in the show for the Jersey Sports Zone Top 10 list. That's coming up, so stick around. Jersey Sports Zone. We'll be right back.
I'm Skylar Smith, 138-pound state champ, and you're watching Jersey Sports Zone.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one, Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
The Road to Success program helps prepare and accelerate your career trajectory to a Wall Street career.
People in my generation really want to be building their own companies and really taking ownership over the work that they do. The Road to Silicon Valley program allows students to really make their dreams a reality.
You have the perspective like mine, born and raised in an urban community, but you also have the perspective who had a parent in Wall Street, and it's not necessarily about how you get to the opportunity, it's what you do with it.
It's really nice to be in a situation, in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
It's time for JSE's Recruiting Roundup, presented by Ocean First Bank.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here for the JSE Recruiting Roundup. The pros might not have it figured out, but baseball will be starting in NJ soon. This week's athlete might be the son of a former New York Yankee, but Karsten Sabathia is looking to make a buzz of his own at Georgia Tech next year. The Bergen Catholic infielder stepped into his senior year with multiple offers from the likes of the University of Miami, Vanderbilt, and NC State, to name a few. With only weeks until the start of the high school baseball season, it was Georgia Tech who came out victorious with Karsten Sabathia III, and Father Cece and company can't wait to cheer him on as a Yellow Jacket.
This Recruiting Roundup is brought to you by Ocean First Bank. Ready to bank whenever and wherever? We've got you covered. Jay Cook reporting from Phillipsburg High School, where for the fourth year, the NJSIAA will crown state champions in girls wrestling. The most exciting match of the day came at 235 pounds. Tied 4-4 in overtime, Bloomfield's Gianna Fora spins to secure her 2 points and win the state title. Fora concluded her senior season at an undefeated 25-0. The Bengals had 2 state champions. Kira Pipkins runs through the double-leg takedown here. She wins 3-1, and the junior now has 3 consecutive state titles to her name.
It's just really exciting for me to be able to represent my town because both my brothers wrestled here, and I just want to make my coaches really proud because we haven't had many state champs, so it's really exciting.
Another 3-time state champion was crowned on Sunday, too. Old Bridge senior Gabby Miller rolled to a 13-3 win in the 145-pound final. Miller is the last of the original 10 state champions from the inaugural season of girls wrestling.
You know, I wanted to make sure my technique was on point, and I didn't want to feed into anything that she was going to throw at me, so I feel like, you know, my technique prevailed, and here we are with, you know, a third state title to end my career.
We had a redemption story at 100 pounds. Paramus's Olivia Klein lost to Isabella Santos of Elizabeth in last year's state final. This time, Klein flips the script and secures a 12-0 win over Santos to capture her first title.
Everything that I pushed for, that I trained for, finally came down the moment of those 3 periods. Holy cow.
All eyes were on the 138-pound final as Jackson Memorial's Skylar Smith faces off with reigning state champ Jayla Hahn of Central Regional. Smith climbed out to a 7-2 lead and would win by injury default after Hahn was unable to continue. Smith beat 2 former state champs to win the title. We're here with Ken Bradley at the conclusion of the 2022 Girls State Championships. Ken, Skylar Smith from Jackson Memorial wins the Outstanding Wrestler. What was the difference for her today?
She came out and you can tell she just wanted it more today. Executed her game plan well, got takedowns, got on top. Unfortunately, Han got hurt. Skylar was winning. That ended the match.
Bloomfield had 2 state champions today. Kira Pipkins won her 3rd state championship. What an incredible run it's been for Bloomfield.
Great run by Bloomfield. Like you said, Pipkins, 3-time champ, absolutely dominant on the day. And up at heavyweight, another great match, probably our most exciting match of the day. A lot of action late. 2 great state champions for Bloomfield.
We saw today a couple t-shirts, bring girls back to Atlantic City. It's a big question in the New Jersey wrestling community. What's the consensus now after a 2nd year here at Phillipsburg?
I would say the consensus is the girls definitely need to be in a bigger venue. Whether you believe it's AC or not, the girls have certainly earned being in a big-time venue. Maybe it's the Rack, maybe it's Toms River. AC would be very nice. We'll see what happens.
We'll see Kenneth and the whole JSZ team back in Atlantic City for the Boys State Championships at the beginning of March. Reporting from Phillipsburg, I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com.
Time to take a break. When we come back, we head to the ice, where a New Jersey legend is staying close to the game in retirement thanks to his great-grandkids playing for Brick. That story when Jersey Sports Zone returns.
I'm Jake Toy from Brick Hockey, and you're watching Jersey Sports Zone.
Yeah!
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
Max always dreamed of having nice things, but first he needed to find the path to financial success, starting with the right banking partner, one that has a trusted history with customers and the community, the latest technology, but still knows him by name. Then Max found Ocean First Bank. They're making his dreams come to life.
Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
If there's a Mount Rushmore of New Jersey hockey, Brick Township's Bob Oriema has his spot set in stone. Coaching the Green Dragons for 54 years, 729 wins, and 6 state championships, Oriema's most impressive stat might be his 8 Gordon Cup titles. It's a safe bet that a public school will never get to that mark in New Jersey's ultimate high school hockey league. After retiring from coaching 4 years ago, Oriema's still at the rink, this time as a fan.
I still get a chill every now coming in, you know. We've had, besides the high schools and the college, some of the colleges, and some of the pros have fled out of here as well. So we really enjoy it here. You can't say enough, the building.
The man who influenced generations of Brick skaters, including Stanley Cup winner Jim Dowd, gets to see not one, but 2 of his great-grandchildren continuing the legacy. Sophomore Jake Toy is the leading scorer for the Brick Co-op this season, and junior Kevin Toy has been a rock in between the pipes in goal.
Yeah, you know, he just gives me tips and tricks all the time. I always talk to him about hockey. He loves hockey. He loves watching. It's great. I love it.
Do you feel like extra special when you can score and see him there in the corner?
Oh yeah, I always love looking at him. I mean, it's a great view. I mean, I love when he's here. I love when my whole family's here.
Do you feel like you want to do a little bit of coaching again?
Well, a lot of times I'm going to say so. I keep my mouth shut because I have one head coach, and that's on the bench. And the kids are responding. They're doing a good job.
The Ocean Ice Palace nearly shut its doors for good this summer, but one of New Jersey's historic rinks was saved by new owners, who brought Brick hockey back to its hometown After 4 years playing away in Howell, the birthplace of shore hockey lives on.
Yeah, this is nice. I grew up playing here as a mite, skating out. As a young kid, I switched to goalie, so it's pretty nice to be playing back here from when I was a little kid.
This is where the hockey started in the short area, and the kids really have improved. Really moving the puck, hard shots, accurate. They're playing the game, so it's really good.
The first family of brick hockey is still supporting the high school squad, and great-granddad is enjoying his version of Toy Story.
Really thrilled to see them play. They really improved steadily. So it was a great game.
In Brick, I'm Rich Krampanis for JerseySportsZone.com. Time for one more break. When we come back, the best plays captured by our cameras. It's Jersey Sports Zone's Top 10 Plays of the Week.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
Jersey Sports Zone brings a new level of exposure to New Jersey high school athletes. Did you know that JSZ has over 16 million views on our YouTube channel, which tops 10,000 videos? On social media, Jersey Sports Zone reached the 50,000 mark on Instagram. And throughout the course of the year, we hand out over 100 game balls and honor more than 400 athletes with all-state honors. You can always see the action 24/7 at JerseySportsZone.com.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney with you for another trip into the JSZ archives. We have seen plenty of great moments here at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, and this week we flash back to the 2016 New Jersey State Wrestling Championships, where Rich Krampanis saw a comeback for the ages from CBA's Sebastian Rivera.
The top seed had a 4-0 lead in the first period, and at the end of 2, Rivera was shut out and had just 2 minutes left in his season. Rivera seized the momentum of the match with 42 seconds to go. This takedown ties things up at 5 apiece. Rivera was relentless and was able to wear down Glory in the final seconds. With just 1 second left in the match, there's the call, the pinfall, and the comeback was complete. Sebastian Rivera, at 5 minutes and 59 seconds, gets the pin to win a state championship. For CBA, it's just their second ever state champion on the mat, the first since 1969. Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
Another week, another batch of outstanding plays from the basketball court, the wrestling mat, and the ice. The Jersey Sports Zone Top 10 Plays of the Week. Number 10.
Under 4 minutes to go, Nathan Clack has a clean shot at the net from the right circle, and he pings it off the post and in. The Paladins' leading scorer gets his 18th of the season, and it's the difference in this game. For the first time in 8 years, Paramus Catholic has a playoff win.
Number 9.
But Morris Catholic is right there. How many freshmen in New Jersey can do this? Leopoldo beats the buzzer. It's a 15-15 game after 1.
Number 8.
The Spatolas were double trouble in crunch time. John finds brother Vincent Spatola, who drives baseline and brings some razzle-dazzle to this reverse. This is gorgeous. Take another look. Vincent Spatola gives Marlboro a 5-point lead in the fourth, 35-30.
Number 7.
South Brunswick got out their chisels and chipped away at the deficit. Sophomore Maher Vig, look at this baby hook. You don't see that every day. Vig caught fire. She had 16 of her 18 points in the fourth quarter, and she did it with style.
Number 6.
Chris Santer with some cookies. Santer with an open lane, and Daylight disrespects the rim in the closing seconds. STA ahead 25-22 at halftime.
Number 5.
And it gets back to Owen Waivada. He puts on the moves and fires a laser. Goodness gracious, what a wrister from Owen Waivada. The Pirates retake the lead to go up 5-4 with 8:51 left in regulation.
Number 4.
Armstrong is widely regarded as the top senior in New Jersey. Why? Because of plays like this. Another steal and a throwdown. Mark Armstrong brings the energy to open the fourth quarter.
Number 3.
Big Cam Stewart-Bethea with a Hail Mary to Deuce Jones in the final minute, and Jones gives new meaning to the phrase hang time. It's a 19-point lead late, and that would be the finishing touch.
Number 2.
But the Colts end the first half with some serious flair. Joe White takes flight. Whew, this brought down the house at RWJ Barnabas Health Arena. The Colt crazies were more than crazy. They were in shock. They were in disbelief. Joe White with one of the best dunks of the year, certainly in the Shore Conference, maybe the state. What a jam.
And the number 1 play of the week. All right, Spartans, still up 1 with 4 seconds left. St. Augustine needs a miracle. Bethea delivers. The sophomore Samaj Bethea beats the buzzer from just inside half court. Unbelievable. Bethea sends St. Augustine to the Cape Atlantic League Tournament final. 42-40 the final score.
When it left my hands, I felt it. I felt it was going in.
Coming up next week, how about another epic wrestling venue? Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. We can't wait to bring you one of the best spectacles in all of high school sports. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. We leave you with the sights and sounds of the New Jersey Girls Wrestling State Championships. We'll see you next week in Atlantic City.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.